All right, let's go ahead and talk about the new Batwoman costume. Yeah, a lot of people had fun with it. So I'll go ahead and skip down here this Bounding into Comics article on the whole deal. And, of course, there's the tweet of the outfit. And a lot of people were knocking it and saying it looks cheap and stuff. I said, I guess in a roundabout way, but it's CW level stuff. So I don't have that much of a problem with it. And they said, they were going to redesign the suit so she can make it her own and all that sort of stuff. They really didn't. I mean, it's kind of the same suit. It's just these little glove things, I think, and I guess the belts changed a little. But that's about it. Then, of course, the hair is different, but, it's a different woman in there. So, she's an attractive woman. She kind of wears the suit better than Ruby Rose did. So, and there's that. But none of this really matters. It's the story. So they've already screwed everything up. All they had to do was recast the role for Kate Kane, and that's that. That's all you needed to do. Why is that such a big hurdle? It really isn't. But for whatever reason, of course we know. Now's our chance to get a black woman to play the role. Well, the character isn't black, no. And to be fair, we never got this character. The one who suffered the most out of all this was the Batwoman character herself. She never got her due. They completely rewrote the character in a lot of ways. All they cared about was her being gay, and that's it. And so it's a shame, because started out pretty cool. There was some interesting aspects and mood in its own character. And style to it, beyond just being a part of Batman's world. It was very much her own, and they just pooped the bed on all of it. Didn't care. I don't even know if they even only halfway read the story and all that. So that's too bad. But anyway, if you're going to have a black Batwoman, you should have done that from the get-go and just said, yeah, we're going to do it this way and that. Yeah, it's stupid. It's pandering. Patronizing stuff, and virtue signaling, of course, and all that crap, which does no good for anybody. But that's, they could have done that, but they didn't. And now they're doing this. So, they got to rewrite this whole ridiculous story that's all slapped together that they think will, pander again. All this superficial nonsense. And when they could have utilized their recent Crisis on Infinite Earths things and just said that the Crisis Reverberations altered the universe. I know it's silly, but you're in the situation you're in. Your star said you can't stand it anymore and quit the show. So then you do the Reverberations, and it turns out, I guess Scott Dougray, is he still in the show? I don't know. Scott Dougray plays Kate Kane's father. Instead had married a black woman, and they had a daughter and named her Kate, and that's it. And you could still, I guess, write in the story of her living in a van down by the river and talking to a plant. That there was this big break between the two of them or something like that. It would really be a reboot of the show where it starts over. Because you pretty much would have to. But no, they're not that clever. And even though it was sitting right there in their lap. They're going to do this. And, what kind of character would she be? They gave all these ridiculous contradictory descriptions of her, that she's a mess and crazy, but very disciplined. And, and all that stuff. She doesn't have the background that Kate did. She wasn't a Marine or any of that stuff. So you can throw all that out too, which just makes it even more ridiculous. But she is very pretty. But so the comic books decided, hey, let's make her canon within the comic book. So the final issue of Batgirl. Oh no, why is Batgirl being canceled? Well, you get a clue if the stories are anything like this. So they put this. The preview scenes of how Ryan Wilder, the new Batwoman, is introduced. So you have this scene, they're turning the shelter in this neighborhood into a boutique hotel. I'm good in my van. So there's the van, And there's the plant that she talks to. So there you go. See, it's all set up. Anyway, there's a pantry in mid-Gotham. They'll fix you up food-wise in the future should you have need. Kindness in action can make you see someone in a whole new light. It takes courage to start to name the change you want. Well, I guess Ryan doesn't have that courage because he's, oh, look, it's Barbara Goody Two-Shoes Librarian Gordon you were waiting on. So I guess this is Barbara's current boyfriend. I don't know. And so she's like, oh, you weren't interested in me at all. So what are you, jealous of Barbara? I don't know. I mean, I thought she was supposed to be, oh, she's bisexual. That's right. The new Batwoman is bisexual. She's not just a lesbian. So so here comes Barbara. Hey, Ryan, I have so much potential for greatness. Wilder. Keeping clean, I see. Yeah, 'cause she's a drug addict too. And yeah, you're going to load me down with self-help books 'cause my van is kind of full. Babs, you know her? Ryan used to hold up in the library I worked at, so she used to live in a library, not a van. I don't know. Maybe you would think plants would be allowed in a library. So, but anyway, he's like, huh? Yeah, he's already pissed off. He's like, hey, I'm trying to help you out. And she craps all over him. Read through everything. Read through everything. Took my copying class too. Or coping class, I guess. Yeah, coping class. Heads up, the GCPD is going hard on vagrancy because of the protest. I'd hate to see you in jail. Maybe if Congresswoman Ajaso spent less time promoting her new dog park and more time on housing for the homeless, but she doesn't. Well, you're not talking to the Congresswoman. You're talking to your friend. You know, look, just arrogant, hateful, spiteful. She'd make a great villain. I don't see her becoming a superhero because who's she going to care about other than herself and her plant? The plant will be safe. So if that's how she's going to be portrayed, oh my God! Look, the show doesn't have a chance at all. It's CW, so who knows? I mean, as long as they've got money to go ahead, and if HBO Max says, look, we got to have stuff, and they want to put because all these shows will be streamed on HBO Max eventually. They might get a third season for Batwoman, but so I thought it would be funny to watch it as the train wreck, but you know, and this is actually not as bad as the Batgirl scene where she joins Antifa and everything. Batgirl does, not what is it, Ryan here. So I don't know. So the costume doesn't bother me that much. Her Batmobile doesn't bother me. This crap where you put this hateful, nasty person with a psychosis in there. Yeah. And then just, you can't even write her character. You don't give a credible background to her that she's capable of doing all this and stuff. You just, well, of course she is. And that's it. So pandering, terrible tokenizing stuff. It's really awful. And so, yeah. So hopefully Miss Leslie will find something better after this. I have no idea what her skills are. I do see that she's very pretty, but beyond that, don't know. But hopefully, it's too, because this thing, your name is put on this thing, and that's too bad. Even though she didn't write all this stuff, she's just an actress looking for work, and she got a job, took it. I can't blame her for that. So yeah, well, we'll see. But anyway, this thing with the light trying to, it's supposed to be the opposite. The Batwoman's a nighttime, nocturnal character. So you would want all this to be dark, and darkness can hide your costume that apparently even CW is embarrassed by. So, whatever. So, all right, there's my take on Batwoman's suit and her comic book debut. Ugh. The suit's much better than the comic book debut. Yeah. Oh well.
Alright, thank you for watching and listening. Why not like and subscribe, and check out that link description below. That'll take you to my mini stores and have plenty of goodies for you. You know, hats, mugs, stickers, posters, all that goody stuff. Plus, you can head over to indieplanet.com and pick up a copy of my comic book Night Night. Oh, yeah. Plus, you can also catch my podcast, Mr Nailsin Show, over at RadioMisfits.com. And you can also watch my videos on my channel at BitChute. That's the Mr Nailsin channel on BitChute.com.